coming off as so delulu, so main character. But hey, I'm in my main character energy era. A lot of things happened in that 1 week. 안녕하세요. So I had posted a video on my channel. It's your girl Ravenous. That's my main channel, I would like to call it now because show my face. A lot of things happened in the span of the first week of December. 3 major life events happened for me.
One was a job, second was me attending a Onus concert, and thirdly, attending my graduation.
This was the literal most underground news which ever happened for, I think, K-pop acts in India. Who knew about this? The reason I knew about this, right, is because I work for a company that does like K-pop related stuff. Because someone had sent a message on the group saying that, hey, okay, I'm a season 2 mole. I'm supposed to be knowing all of this. I'm a fake fan, man. I really did not know. And like there were no hints. It just dropped. It just dropped one day. The best part was the first 1,000 tickets were free. Never had I imagined that after RTK, after that major show on Mnet, would this group that I have stand for since debut, so 5 years, now it's going to be 6. The event they had come for was Soul My Soul in India, and it's a government event. Government in the sense like it was by STO, if I'm not wrong. Obviously, did not even think because first 1,000 tickets were free. First thing I saw, I'm just like, where is it? I'm like, Delhi, chill, know the area, live there not live there. I didn't live in Delhi, I lived in Noida, actually Greater Noida, which is even more far away. Didn't even see the flight tickets. Saw the flight tickets little later. Thankfully, they were fucking cheap. Like usually, Pune to Delhi tickets are like what? They were 3.8, and that too, it was December time. The thing was, my graduation news had come before that, and my graduation was on 7th. In our house, we had made this extensive plan of traveling to Delhi through train and then coming back through a flight. Don't ask why. That plan clearly went down the drain. So tickets were just being cancelled, booked, and my email is just like, do you need to travel today? So I did mention on my previous channel that I would be going as a fan and not a media person. Although it was not a full-blown concert, like it was not the La Dolce Vita tour, it was for a government event where it was promoting tourism and soul and all.
또 제가 제일 좋아하는 장소 중 하나인 또 바다가 있는 부산도 굉장히
I still wanted to go as a fan. But I'm just like, I know this is the only chance I'm going to see them, and especially even hit more because the E word is coming soon. My inspirations were mostly Luna, although I did make a joke about, wanting to go as Flamingo, Dongju Princess. And I actually already had a night robe, actually. It was my mom's night robe. Very expensive, very memorable. So already had that, just ordered a skirt, and I have a lot of earrings. So I was definitely going to dress up more based on the Luna MV aesthetic, like there's butterflies also in that. I was very apprehensive while making it. It was slowly coming together, like I had the vision, but it did end up looking really good. I was very surprised myself. The day before I had to travel, I finally tried on everything together because the upper part I had actually given to Taylor and he forgot to actually tailor it. 5th morning, because again the 3.8 tickets were the early morning ticket, which we didn't regret it that much while going from Pune. We regretted while reaching in Delhi because we reached 3 o'clock or something. Check-in time was 1 o'clock. We weren't staying at a hotel, essentially it's what we call a dharmshala, and the metros in Delhi start running around I think 5 o'clock. Delhi's arrival terminal is kind of boring. Aside from it being boring, none of the shops were actually open. So then we ended up going to the Dharmshala. We reached around 7:30. We were actually feeling much better sitting over there than we did in the actual airport, and that's a statement to be made. They were really sweet. They're just like, yeah, you can go up to your rooms. I'm just like, thank you, because the thing that I was afraid of was that we didn't sleep that night, and then we would be going to a K-pop concert, completely sleep deprived. Tonight will be mine, and I will fall for you. Washroom, you can clean it.
Not that.
I'm
Going
going
to sleep.
Yeah, so that's what just clean it. I'm going to go to sleep. I'll take it. The thing is, I couldn't even sleep. I also had some responsibilities at the event. Now comes the media person part. Finally ended up at the venue. Confusing as fuck, by the way. The thing that confused me even more was because some auto expo was also going on. I don't know. Okay, so as a media person, right, I have kind of become desensitized to so many things that it was taking so much time to register that shit. Onus was coming to India. Onus is in India. I was telling my brain that, bro, your favorite group is coming to India. But again, because there are certain responsibilities, I had to fulfill them. The venue itself was like, based on like Seoul tourism. There were a lot of photo booths and decorating light sticks, none of which I ended up doing. Fast forward to actually Warner's coming, and by coming I mean first day rehearsals. So we were actually told not to take photos. We respect rules, but then everyone started taking. They weren't, because they used the word photograph. They didn't use videography. So I'm just like, well, fuck, let's also take videos. So I don't know if I'm legally allowed to show this footage. So here's just a 1 second clip of it. Actually seeing Warners, how do I say this? They are exactly who I have made them out to be. And there are small quirks to them, right? They are exactly that. For example, the rest of the members, they were doing some tech check on like the right side of the stage. On the left side, there's a camera dude. So Konhi, he went towards him and he just bowed while looking into the camera. I was like, you are exactly how you come across, and I was so happy about that. That's who Konhi is. He's just a like soft but very caring, very well-mannered boy. So because I have been editing them for like 5 years, 4 years, I knew the exact mannerisms that they would exhibit during rehearsals. So Youngline does come across as work-oriented, like they are doing what they're doing. That's why when they were doing rehearsals, right? You know whose name came out of my mouth first? Yo Hanwoo. The Maknae line tends to interact with the audience more. Especially, I want to give credit. I think it's Dongju and Hanwoo do it a lot, but especially Dongju does it a lot. Okay, so I physically cannot utter the words Sarange or Chasangeta or anything like this. So my ass was just literally just screaming out their names, just screaming the full government names. Everyone was screaming like Jeon, Konhi. I'm like, yeah, yo, Hanwoo. I was doing this all while keeping the fan in front of my fucking face because I did not want them to see me like that. That is just such a weird feeling where I wanted them to see, but I didn't want them to. This is so delulu. I'm calling this so delulu. It was such a juxtaposition where I wanted them to see me, but I did not want to make eye contact with them. Like, so when I was screaming, I was literally doing this. I was going like, yo, Hanwoo. I was not letting them see me even if they did. I just wanted them to see my costume, not me. I wanted them to see my costume. That's what I'm realizing actually. I don't know. I thought I'd taken more videos of the rehearsal, but apparently I didn't. But there's this one video where Hanwoo was coming to our side. How do I say, even when they came out, right, Warners looked exactly how they are. Great wording. I forgot only. I first booked my ticket actually, and there was a raffle, like a lucky draw contest also going on. I did end up winning something. Okay, so this is me actually being vulnerable a lot. Okay, I was in a very confused state of when to act as media and when to act as fan. As in, it was not like as media I was being the crazy fan. I was acting professional media, taking photos. There were certain times I'm just like, oh, the full thing doesn't need to be recorded. Only I just need a part of it for our socials, right? So I just would end up sitting, and then it was very difficult to transition into the mind of a fan. I know it comes off as very pricky. I'm so sorry about this. I'm really sorry. I really am. It was a concert. The mind of a media person took over. That is my professionalism. I did enjoy the concert. It's not like that. Especially when Stupid Love, the intro started playing, I was like, fuck yeah, they're playing Stupid Love. So this is something which I always, even my sister understands because we're both in media. When we go for a concert, right, we end up seeing the concert again through a camera. So there were many times where I had to break myself from the camera and then sit also. So that's why I actually don't remember the concert that much. That's why actually I remember feeling that fuck, I need to watch Warners again. Although like they are great performers, they're great people. Like that's why I want to see Warners again because they did so well. Hopefully in a world too soon after the E word. A peak moment for me was when actually Hanwoo started speaking in Hindi. I will never shit on a person because I don't know Korean, right? I will never shit on you. Fuck, I am a disgrace for Hindi myself. I do know Hindi, but how do I say? I come off as like a very accented person in Hindi.
아파시 미라카라 아차라케. 맞아? 아차라케? 아파시 미라카라 아차라케? 아차라카.
It took me so long to understand after putting that video on the loop that he's trying to say aapse milkar acha laga. It means basically it's good to meet you, it's nice to meet you. So as I mentioned before, there were lucky draws happening even during the concert itself. And the biggest plot twist, my sister also won a signed album and a signed Polaroid because she didn't want to win it for herself. God no, she wanted to win it for me.
아이분들 중앙에서 모여서 뽑아주십시오. So he's now picking the first winner. Who will be the first winner?
3, 2, 1. Okay. A.
A
0.
0
8A.
That was the only time I acted quote unquote unprofessional. Was I ended up screaming so much. There were some people that said, why is she screaming about, We ended up going a little late, and lo and behold, in that moment when we were exiting, guess who was boarding their exit vehicles essentially? So yeah, one of us was leaving at that moment. I literally said to myself, am I that delusional of a fan? Am I that insane of a fan? Yes, I am. Okay, but I was not going to run behind them. I was just going to like wave by. And this is another instant of me being so confused as media versus fan. But it was so fucking dark. I did take the footage. Here's the footage. You can't see shit, can you? So as a fan, I really don't like keeping my phone up or recording stuff while experiencing an event. So the way that was positioned, right? Because there were actually a lot of Kim Doya fans in the crowd, right? Especially a lot of male fans, by the way. So Kim Doya was on the right side of the van with Vanung and Dongju. Soho and Konhee were on the left side of the van. Because I had walked till the left side, so I was just like, let's just stand here. There were like 2 more fans with us, but I guess they wanted to see them leave also. I was in a position. Their car was going like this and I was over here. So people wanted to see them leave. I'm like, I'll just wave goodbye to them. So again, I was Delulu till the end. There was no one else in the Konhee Soho side, right? My delusional ass and my sisters also, honestly speaking. We both were just like, they were saying namaste and bye to us. They were looking at us. Because Konhee was genuinely like, he was actually namaste. So even I said namaste back. And that moment, I think, was the highlight of my event. That is a core memory for me. Fuck the concert, fuck the rehearsals. Konhee and Soho said bye to me. That's the takeaway from this entire event. That's pretty much it. I'm not going to give a review of the concert because, as I mentioned, I don't really remember it that well. Shout out to that one person who recognized me as Anyanga Soho. And that means you actually watched my face videos. So thank you. Hope you're watching this one too, and hope you also enjoyed. The next day, I came back to my dharmshala, and then I had told my sister to take the signed polkas and albums and keep it with her because I would be doing work. After seeing it, it finally struck to me that fan side, that's what I was talking about, right? Like, there's a clear divide. The fan side finally came out, and I just started crying my eyes out. So I'm back in my hotel, and just had a mini crying session because of the overwhelming feeling that I have met Oners, because they are literally the reason I can do what I do. I edit videos. They are the reason why I had sent my channel as a portfolio for work, and now I am here. So I had a mini crying session about that, and yeah. I just started this as a fan. I never imagined I would come full circle where I would see them live, and especially as a media person. Everything that I owe, it's to them. So it finally hit me that I just want to say thank you to them. I am happy with my life because of them.